Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me for this first webinar training. I'm Brandon Christie. I've met most of you probably at the seminar for RD training. So what I'm going to do here is try to go over where you should be with the setup, go over some of the systems that we probably have already taken care of for you, and give it a little bit of an overview on how it works. Now, there is many different features and modules in Client Creator, so I try to break it up so that it's not overwhelming. I will start by saying this: most of the things that I'm going to show you on how the system works and features, our concierge team is already taking care of or will be managing for you. So you don't necessarily need to do anything, but I still want everyone to know how the system works, the features that we have, and the tools that we're using. So with that saying, some like to get involved in the full features, so I'm going to go over each one. Now, this webinar today is just going to be showing you what you should check, some things that you need to activate if you want to integrate them on your account, and I'll go over some of the options that you can do. Everyone should have received their email with their setup link. It'll go to a setup page for their setup and the information. I also recorded a tutorial that walks you through the entire setup process here. If you haven't filled this out, please get this done. Get this taken care of as quickly as possible, because this helps our concierge team get everything sent out for you. I'm going to show you how to get to that page if you can't find your link, can't find your email. So that's within your Client Creator account, and you can go in and log in on that at any time. So if you have it already logged into your Client Creator account, you just go to clientcreator.com, click on Member Login, and you'll log in here with your password. If you've forgotten your password, please just click on the lost password. It will send you an email to reset the link. If you are a Gmail user or email user and you don't receive the email, you probably need to log into your web-based email system, because Gmail has a weird promotions folder that if it's an automatically generated email, which a lost password or anything that's automatically generated, it could go into that folder. So a lot of people say, I haven't received my email, I keep getting it resent. Don't use your mobile app, log into the web-based Gmail and see if it's in that promotions folder. If it is, just mark it not as spam, so anything from Client Creator does not come through to that folder, and then you can resume using your mobile app for your Gmail. So once you log in, you're going to come to your main home screen. Now, I left this message up here for a reason. If our concierge team is trying to get a hold of you, or you need to update something for any reason, as soon as you log in, you're going to get a message here. And it's going to tell you that you have information, or our concierge team has a message for you. So you'll just click the Realtor setup info, and it's going to take you to that page. So you're familiar with this. This is where you set up everything for your information. Any messages will be right up here that you need to complete. So if it's a message regarding pictures or something that's not working, or steps that you need to take for your social media, that will be listed here. So please make sure that you check those messages periodically so that you can get your system updated. Go back to Client Creator. The other way to access it, if you don't have a message from your concierge team, there's another way to access that area, and I'm going to go through that now. You'll see the menu bar options at the top here. The one that we're going to focus on mostly today is going to be your account information. So you'll click on account information, and this will have all the basic information on your account. You'll also see that you have an options here. If you click on the options, it'll have a little slide out that'll have different subsections of each of them. The page for the Realtor setup is right here. Just click on Realtor setup info, and again, that'll take you right to that page. So anytime you need to update that or change that information, you just go under your account information, click on options, and then Realtor setup. It'll take you right to that page. While we're in here, I'll show you the different areas. You can change your email address, your phone number, website address, anything you have here. You also have your profile picture. If you have a profile picture already updated, that'll be displayed in here. Your company logo. Again, if you have a company logo, that'll be displayed here. One thing that's important for most realtors is the signature. So we put a basic signature on your account. Excuse me. If it needs to be changed, if you need to have a DRE number on here or any information, you can edit that right within the signature section. It'll bring up a little menu button here. You can put anything in here. I would be cautious not to add any profile pictures of yourself or anything like that, because in our email layout, which I'll show you shortly, it already has pictures and logos on there. So I would strictly use the signature for text, links to your email, office number, whatever you want to have on here. But just try not to use any pictures, because it could just duplicate what pictures that we already have on the account. So once you click you change the information here, just click update, and it'll put the information in. Mobile settings, another important setup. If you want to receive text messages, you will need to update the mobile settings in your account. Our concierge team does not perform this function. We don't want to presume that you want to receive mobile notifications with your account information. So you'll click on mobile settings. You're going to put in your Verizon, your carrier information, whatever that may be. If your carrier you find is not listed on here, you can email our concierge or our support team. It's support@clientcreator.com, and they will update that information here. You can put your phone number in here. Just put any phone number that you have on here. Area code is not necessary, or I'm sorry, a one dot whatever it may be. That's not necessary. You can just put the area code and the phone number. No dashes, no spaces. So just put that in here. By default, none of these are checked. You can just check each day that you want to be notified. If you want to get notified any day, you can check them all. The beginning time is 12:01 a.m. That's the start of the day, and if the end of the day is 11:59 p.m. So if you want to be notified all day, you would just select 12:01 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. and then update your mobile settings. Oh, my phone number's not right. I'm just going to close out of it. But that's how you update that information here. Select your carrier, put your phone number, the day's time, start time, end time, and click update, and that'll allow the system to send you text notifications as soon as you get a lead, information on the account, any updates at all. The other section that's pretty important to some members is team members. Now, because the primary account is one email address, one password, you may have a team member that needs to log in to have access to your system, so you'll add that team member here. You'll click on add new team member, you'll put their name, email address, you'll create a password. If they receive leads, if you want them to receive a lead notification, you'll just put a checkbox there and let them, that way when somebody signs up on the lead capture page, they'll receive the lead notification as well as you. Once you have their information in here, they'll be able to log in to the Client Creator system, and they'll have access to your account. They will not have access to certain areas of the system. Billing and payment they will not have access to. They will not have access to Realtor setup info. That will be a secure link just for your system. So they will have some limited access, but they mostly will have access to the entire system to manage your account. Just the sensitive information is not shared. Social media, as your social media pages are updated, or they will all be displayed here. put all of these links in here for your account. So if you're not sure where your accounts are or where your business pages are, just come right to the social media and they'll all be listed here for you to see. The only ones we do not create for you are LinkedIn and YouTube. But the other ones, if you have accounts already set up, we will put those on here. Feel free to add your LinkedIn profile if you would like, and this will display on the lead capture pages as well, with another link to your profile. So this is the social media section. I'm going to go over Google Analytics in a little bit. I don't want to jump into that yet. Reorder documents as well, we'll cover that in a separate section, because it's a little bit involved in a couple of these. Password change, this is where you'll go to change your password. If for any reason the support system changed your password for you, so you can log in, which happens often, you can just come in to your account information, click on password change, enter a new password, confirm it, and then that'll be your new password for logging in. Billing and payment. Billing and payment is just, most of you are on the free trial, obviously, but billing and payment is for the subscription part of Client Creator. This is not for Google AdWords, Google Marketing, anything like that. That is all done in your reorder documents. So there are two separate things. For Google, we're not charging you from Client Creator. It's from Google AdWords. We fund and pay for the Google AdWords for your account individually. So some people use two separate credit cards and payments methods for the subscription and for the Google Analytics. So that's why they're in two different sections. The Google documents, or the Google information, is right here, this Google AdWords setup information. So if you did not put in a budget and fund your account with a payment option, you want to do that on here. That will be the primary thing to start getting your marketing done. If you want to change the billing payment information for your account, you would just click on here. This is a test account, so the information's not here, but that's where it would be. Okay, I know I'm going quick on a lot of things. I want to cover a little bit of stuff here, but again, this is recorded and it'll be uploaded in your video library, which I will show you right now. Your video library will be right here, always here. We have a lot of how-tos on the Client Creator. If anyone's so inclined to go through them and jump ahead of our webinars, feel free. We have a whole bunch of stuff here that you can go through. Pretty much covers a lot of the main areas. But any webinars that we do, the first one will be added here. There's nothing here right now. But after I'm done this webinar, I'll record it and I will upload it here, and I'll put the date on there so that anytime anybody wants to go in and watch the webinar over, pause it and slow it down a little bit so that you can test it, feel free. I want to make sure that I cover the information, but you also have access to it so you can go back and reference it and learn at your own pace. I mean, obviously people learn at different paces. So your video library, that's where you're going to access all that information. I'm going to go back to the home page because there's a couple of things I want to go over here. Again, that's that message, but I'm just going to close that out. If you have not activated your Monday Morning Coffee, you want to do that here. Click on the link and it will tell you to go through the information here, and you're going to click the sign up now. If you do not activate your Monday Morning Coffee, it will not go out. We have a free plan for up to 3,000 emails per month per member. This typically covers everybody. If we find that you're over that limit, we'll reach out to you and we'll try and work something out depending on what your annual sendings would be. But we tried to keep this free to everybody, but obviously if people have tens of thousands of clients that are receiving it each week, that can get a little bit costly. So we try to just make sure that we have the costs covered on this. But again, 99% of you probably will fall under the free trial program. even if you don't, even if you have more than that on your plan already, if you've imported in, you sign up for the free plan. We'll monitor your account, and if we see that it exceeds it, it's a small fee, probably per month, maybe under $10 per month, if that's the case. And again, most people do not have to pay for Monday Morning Coffee at all. But you'll sign up here. You'll put your email address in to activate it on your account, and then it'll be up and running. If you activate it today, unfortunately, it will not go until the following week. Our cutoff for Monday Morning Coffee is Thursday evening. So you'll get a notification in your email Friday morning, first thing, that a Monday Morning Coffee newsletter has been added. If you want to add them in, if you want to change the Monday Morning Coffee newsletter, you'll log in. I'm actually going to try and go into one of my old accounts because I'm going to show you an old Monday Morning Coffee. Bear with me 1 second. I think I might have one. I don't have it. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I thought I had an old one. But this is this is basically a sample of what the Monday Morning Coffee will be. And we put articles, information. The top part is the real estate insider information that our members write, and then we do a little inspirational story that's on here. And your logo and information will appear at the bottom here. So this sends out, you'll see a sample of it on Friday morning. It'll go out to your email, and you'll get a text message as well notifying you that it's available for you to log in. And you'll just come into your Monday Morning Coffee. You'll see it display right here. You review it. As long as you make any changes or modifications prior to early Monday morning. Actually, I would recommend Sunday night be your last change, because it goes out pretty early Monday morning. As long as you make the changes there, any verbiage, or if you want to add something, you can do it. Just make sure it's done by Sunday night, and then it'll be going out to your members first thing Monday morning. Okay, the next part I just want to cover is the lead capture pages. So back on your home screen here, your menu bar, you'll see website listings. So this is going to be all of the lead capture pages that our concierge team creates for you. Now, again, I'm just going to touch on the lead capture pages because I'm going to have another webinar that's going to go over all of the features and the options and the things that you can do with the lead capture pages. I don't want to make this first webinar too much, but just touching on this. So you're going to see a lot of the lead capture pages listed here with the names. The one thing I want to tell you is that when we set them up, typically we are going to use your county names on these just to create them and get them set up. When we do our marketing, if we're marketing to specific cities, everything is marketed to the specific area. So these are changing constantly, weekly. So you don't need to go in and make any changes to these. We change them. Our marketing team is constantly managing them. If you're going to go in and change things, just try to let us know. Because if we have an ad running for one of these and something gets changed on it, and we don't know, it obviously can affect the results of the ad because maybe it doesn't match up. So that's the only thing that we ask, is that if you want to make changes to them, just kind of communicate with us so we're all on the same page. We update we'll update the information on your account and set it up that way, just to make sure everything is okay. I'd hate to see marketing going out that's not accurate or has any issues on it. So all of your lead capture pages are here. Quickly, obviously, if it's a green button, that means it's active. If you want to edit it and go into the edit screen, you click on that, and it'll bring you into the page. Again, I'm going to go over that. If you want to preview it, as one of your clients would want to preview it, you can click on that here, and that'll take you right into the page. But all the edit options are going to be set up here. And again, I'm going to go over all of these with you, so be patient. I mean, there's a lot of options on this that we set up: coloring, text, verbiage, forms, the statistics, all of that on here. So I know a lot of you might dabble around, which is fine, and I will cover that with you. If you have specific questions, I'd be more than happy to answer for you, or you could just send an email to support@clientcreator.com, and somebody will definitely get back to you. The next thing I'm going to cover is going to be Facebook. If you have Facebook page and you've added us to your page, then we're probably posting to it, we're managing it. But most of the marketing that we're doing, you can go through on your Facebook business page and see. But the one thing I want you to do is that if we created for you a page, you're going to need to accept the invitation. Now, 9 times out of 10, the notification will be up here for you. But if you don't see it, you can go to facebook.com/pages/invites. And that'll take you to the Facebook business page, and you will see, and in section under here is invites. If you click on invites, you'll see the notification. There's nothing here for us, unfortunately, but you would see at the very top, you'll see invites. They'll say, Brandon Christie has invited you to blah blah, and you'll hit accept. If you're not sure if you are on your pages, you can click on your pages, and it will list all of the pages on your business account. Obviously, we have a lot, so yours won't look like this. You'll probably only have 1 or 2, but it will be listed here for your pages, and then you can access it directly from this section. So it's facebook.com/pages. You don't have to put the invites on there. Typically, it goes right to the same section, but you're just going to click on invites right there. And it'll be, again, if there's an invite, it'll be right at the top here. It'll say accept invitation. You won't be able to miss it. With that said, Facebook and Google are 2 different things. Now, we don't market with Facebook directly. We do everything through Google Marketing, Google Display Networks, because it encompasses everything, and we're able to control it a lot better. We used to do Facebook marketing only, and it is not nearly as effective as utilizing Google AdWords, Google Display Networks. We can branch out to many people. I'm sure you've seen where you've been searching the internet, and you searching for a product, or you're on a website, and the next thing you know, it's showing up in your news feed, or you seeing advertisements for something similar. That's typically how our algorithm and our marketing technique works as well. We set up specific patterns, search history options, what people have been looking for, keywords, phrases, so forth and so on. And then if those are triggered, there are ads for your lead capture pages will display in their news feeds on their social media profiles: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the Blogger, Google display results, YouTube. So that's how it's all encompassed into our marketing system. So by utilizing Google, we're able to pull in all areas. Back when we just used Facebook, it was primarily just Facebook. So this is a much broader platform. Many different social medias are utilized for this. So obviously we can reach a lot more. Some people strictly use Facebook. Some people strictly use Twitter, Instagram. So we're able to reach all of those people based on that information. So that's what the difference is between Facebook and what Google is. Now, I'm going to go into a little bit on how Google AdWords works. We have an API that pulls information in from Google, and we set that all up for your accounts. But I'm going to briefly show you how and what the ads are. This is just one person's account. It's not running at this particular moment, but I'm just going to show you the different types of text and ads. We do display text ads, which are just verbiage text ads. We do responsive search ads. So you can go in and we can see each of the details for the ads and how they all work. What the keywords that are attached to those lead capture pages are. The images that are used, the graphics that display, that's all listed here, and we have every single one of these attached to specific campaigns, specific marketing, specific key phrases and history. So it is extremely extensive that our marketing team does. So most of the time, this type of thing is very overwhelming for realtors to see, which is why we're handling it for you. Those of you that may be familiar with Google AdWords, this might look vaguely familiar to you, but as you can see, we have hundreds of ads. I mean, this is only one person's account, and you can see that we have so many things tied to this account, so that they are running and pulling from multi different avenues based on key phrases, key search terms, what have you. So I wanted to just give you an idea of how much is being set up for you and managed for you on a daily basis, because our marketing team is extremely knowledgeable in Google AdWords. They've gone through a lot of training and a lot of updates for how this system works to incorporate different things, from display ads to expanded text ads to keywords. We even have, you'll see, let me see on the top of this account, we have extensions for the people. No, this is an extension for a call. We have not verified this member's phone number yet, so that will be done once the phone number is verified, and it's an automatic process. These will be approved, but these will also display in text ads so that they can reach the client directly. So these are just different ads and different marketing that we use, and we set up different keywords for each of them. In all of the demographic areas. So depending on what we're marketing for you, where we're marketing for you, the ages, the ranges, the key phrases that they're doing, where the ads are displaying, the location schedules that are running through. So just a massive amount of information. So this can be overwhelming for a lot of people, which is why we manage it completely for you. We can give you access to certain things on this. Now, because we're running the API into the client creator system, we can't specifically pull it in for you so that you can log into the account. We can't give you that access, unfortunately, but we do have ways where you can monitor and view the information. And that would be the Google Analytics, which again I will cover in a training seminar. The other main area on your client creator that I wanted to cover is your client list. This is going to be where you're going to manage your client information. So I'm actually going to activate one of the capture pages real quick, just so I can add a client. I'm going to close this out so that way you have it. Actually, I just got a text notification, so that's, I don't know if anybody heard that vibration on my phone, but I got a text notification that I have a lead. So as you get your leads, you'll see any information applied here. It will tell you the name if they filled it out. If it does not say, if they did not put the name here, they'll just say new lead. Email address will be put here. And the lead capture page that they came from will be displayed here. To view more details of it, you can click on the plus icon or the pencil icon there. It'll show you the information. You'll see the phone number that came through. If there's any tasks assigned to it. Again, I'm covering this quickly. I'm going to go into great detail on the training for this. I don't want this to run too long. I know everybody's got time set aside for this. But you can edit the information here. You can edit the client up here, information, the notes, if you want to add notes to them, tasks. The other primary important one is the email campaigns. I don't have email campaigns assigned to mine because I don't want to start receiving emails. But if there was an email campaign assigned to this, it would be put right in here. Or we can add them manually into the system. But again, all of your lead capture pages have email campaigns assigned to them, so your clients are automatically going to be enrolled in a specific email campaign. So you don't have to do anything there. Now, as far as what to do with the lead, you're going to want to follow up with them. Even though they're on the email campaign, you're going to want to follow up with them, send them an email, give them a call, send them a text message. Whatever your follow-up process is from the time you get the lead, you're going to want to do it and do it consistently, because that's going to be the actual thing that's going to get you, to turn them into a client, from a lead to a client. Actually, this is probably a good segue. I'm actually going to turn it over to Rand because he wanted to talk about the leads in your client list as you get them. So I'm actually going to switch over screens to Rand. Give me a minute here.
Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is go to your client creator system, open your browser, and do the login, which I'm doing along with you. And there's a couple of really important things that you need to know about and that you need to check regularly. So once you are in your home page of your client creator system, I want you to click on the client list, right up here, client list. And when you do that, it's going to give you a list of the different leads that have been generated, and or if you've imported or added any new contacts, they'll be in here as well. But here's the important thing to look for. A lot of them will have both the email address and the name, but there will be some, like this lead right here. It says new lead, and it shows just the physical address. That's a lead that you have captured, or that we've captured for you, from one of your lead capture websites where they navigated away, didn't finish the process, but we captured the address that they were at when they went online to your lead capture website. And most of the time, that is their actual physical address. You want to treat that lead just like you would any of these other leads. Okay? So, in other words, snail mail them. But the first thing you want to do to every lead that you generate, you want to come in here and you want to make sure that you send or deliver, preferably deliver your pre-listing package. If it's a seller lead, deliver it to their doorstep within 24 hours. That's critical. Within 24 hours, every seller lead gets your pre-listing package. Every buyer lead gets your part one of your buyer pre-sale package. Part one of your buyer pre-sale package gets either delivered or most of the time emailed to every buyer lead within 24 hours. That's critical. Now, there's a couple other things that you need to know about to follow up. If they have their name and email address, and that's the way the lead came in, probably from Google, it will automatically set them to an email follow-up campaign. Okay, remember we've got those campaigns in here for you already. We'll go over that on a different webinar. But it will already be set to it, and you'll see the name of it right here. Okay, this is the free home valuation. This one's the free marketing secrets, free home valuation, free marketing secrets, and so on. So those are mine. You won't see those in yours, but you will see things like the free home valuation, whatever you've named that particular lead capture website. But let me show you something else. Up here on the left, there is a little circle with 3 white lines through it. I want you to click on that. Okay? And what that's going to do is open a side menu. And if you go down to the side menu, you're going to see phone lookup. Click on phone lookup. This is one of the coolest things. Now, yours may or may not be activated. Mine says I have 9 phone number lookup credits available to me. If I don't have any credits, I would click here. And you can see you get an offer of 1 time free, 25 if you haven't already used that. Go ahead and click on it and choose it and sign up for it real quick. Okay? So we give you 50 phone number lookups free. That's a 1 time free 50 lookup. If you haven't already activated your free lookups, we give you a set of lookups free on the house. Mine's already been used, so it doesn't show. So then what will happen is it will take you back to this screen, which is that's when you click on over in that side menu. Remember, we clicked on the phone lookup, and that's where we're at right now. And in this phone lookup, what you'll see are only those leads in your database that don't have a phone number. So this list will automatically give you a list of everyone in your database that you do not have a phone number for. And what you can do is this. As long as you have some known phone number lookup credits available to you, or you've activated your free ones, you go through here and you put a check mark next to those different prospects that you want, especially on like the new lead where you have the address. You click on the ones you want to have this system look up the phone number. We're tied to the largest phone database in the nation, both cell phones and snail mail phones. Okay, or regular phones, sorry. And then you say process selected. Well, let's see, I don't need that one. Let's just process 1 here. Process selected. And when I do that, it's going to say, okay, we're doing that batch. We're going to look those phone numbers up. Your phone number lookup batch was submitted successfully. You will receive a notification once the batch has been completed. And I will get an email in the next 10-15 minutes that tells me the batch has been completed, and it will give me a link to take me back to where that I can see what phone numbers it found. Okay, so now where do you find that list if you're just going to go in here? Okay, you go to this particular menu, remember, and you click on phone lookup results. Now you'll have a link that will take you there in your text message. Okay, but otherwise you can come in here and go to phone lookup results, and you can see that I have 1 in process. 1 in process. Now normally I have a whole bunch of them that I've already done, and it will say successful or failed. Success, 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 failed. It gets about 70% of the time it will find a phone number associated with that address. So this is one of the single best ways that you can look up to find a phone number and then call them. Follow up on any of these leads, especially if you just have the address. If you can get the phone number, that's huge. That's huge. This is the least expensive and most accurate way to get phone numbers. This is all part of your client creator system. You have to activate the free lookups though by clicking on the phone lookup and then selecting here it comes right here. Click here if you need some lookups, and you'll see an option that doesn't show on my screen to activate the free lookups. This is how you follow up and make the best of this system. This is what you want to check on a regular basis. You will get notified by email and text message if you have a new lead. The new leads with an email address, you'll get a text message about those leads, and the ones with just the address, you'll get an email message on those. But many times I notice that agents just don't, they start to ignore those messages, and you need to make sure that you at least come in here every few days, click on your client list, and check out any leads that have been generated. Now, with that being said, I want to remind you once again, if you haven't given us a budget to do Google AdWords, that's critical that you do. This doesn't make any more money for us. It's just one of those necessary evils where that money will be paid directly to Google in order for us to use their targeting tools. There's not a better way to generate leads right now in our business than using Google, the targeting tool that they have, Google AdWords. Most agents don't do it. Why? Because it's hard to learn, and it's even harder to keep track of, and it takes time, a lot of time. But we're doing that for you right now for free, but we have to have a budget to do it, and then you'll see leads dropping in here on a regular basis. If I remember correctly, the last seminar we did, the 120-day period, for just those people that gave us a Google ad budget, we generated about 9,000 leads. Now, that doesn't just mean for one person. That's spread out over 400 or 500 people. But that's still a lot. Still, generating any leads is worthwhile. So remember, everything that shows up in this phone book, even if it's just an address or in your client list, even if it's just the address right here, that's a bona fide lead. Treat it like a lead. We have those people come back and do business with us later as well, about the same rate as we do when we have their email address. Okay, that's it for today for me. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, it's Brandon. I'm back. All right, so I'm probably going to end this. It's coming close to about 45 minutes or so. So I don't want to go too much longer, but I just wanted to touch on a couple of different things. Just make sure that you have completed your marketing budget and your information here. Let me go to the Realtor setup page again. Make sure that you have a budget amount in here. Make sure that you've completed the Google AdWords setup information so that they can get the account funded. That's a primary thing for this. Without marketing, it cannot be successful. So you want to have some type of budget. We recommend $50 to $100 per month. Again, something you can to start with, something you can consistently do over the next 120 days without modification. Doing it for 30 days and then emailing us and saying I have no marketing budget for the next month is not going to be successful at all. It takes the ads out there consistently for it to start generating profit. If we have to stop them and then start them over 30 to 60 days later, it's like starting from scratch again. And the ads will just start getting back into rotation. So we want to make sure that they're already in rotation, they're already high level ads, they already went through the review process and they're being displayed. Again, if we have to stop it and then restart it, it's like starting all over again, and then we got to get the process approval, and that takes time. Something you can do, just make sure you're updating your budget and your monthly marketing information. If you have any specific questions, you can email them to our support team, support@clientcreator.com. They're incredibly fast at getting back to you. You can ask them anything. They'll let you know. You can call me at 951-269-2337. I will tell you that I get very busy during the day, and I will get back to you as fast as I possibly can. I try to get everybody called back within the same day, but I work as best as I can. But so if you need faster response, email in the support at clientcreator.com. They're usually much faster than I personally can call everybody back. But I hope you found this informative. Again, I'm going to record it and put it in your video library. I will have another webinar next week for you to cover the lead capture pages in detail, to go over all of that information. But again, I'm going to try and take it in stages so that we can get you acclimated with the system. We're doing all of this for you, so this is just training. A lot of this stuff, besides activating the Monday morning coffee and some of the things in your account that you have to modify, like your signature and your information like that. We're taking care of everything else for you. So I don't want you to feel like you need to go and do anything specific, other than the options of the Monday morning coffee and the signature and stuff like that. You don't need to do anything. Even if you just want to send it to us, send it to our support team, you don't even feel comfortable, say, can you put this in my signature and give us a signature? We'll do that. It's no big deal. But again, I want to try and take it in stages so that you can let this all sink in and get familiar with the Client Creator program so that it becomes second nature and you can navigate around easily. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for your time. I hope I wasn't too long for you and gave you some good information. But I will talk to you all again next week.